Good afternoon, Year 4, and welcome to your lesson today. We're combining art and design technology today to learn how to create mosaics. Now, if you remember, right at the beginning of the term, we started looking at Roman mosaics, and we said they were designing a picture or a pattern by sticking small tiles down to create whatever your image is. So here's an example of one from Roman times, which is a fish, maybe putting their little tiles together, and this would have been put on the floor that the Romans walked on, or it might have been put on the wall for a decoration. And if you remember correctly, there were some sheets to print out and colour in and design your own mosaic, or there was an online mosaic. Well, today we're moving on, and we're doing a slightly more advanced version. If we were all in school, then we would be using clay, and we would be designing our mosaic, cutting bits of clay, sticking it onto other bits of clay to make our mosaics. But we're not in school, and I'm not expecting you to have huge lumps of clay lying around at home. So what we're going to do today is we're going to create mosaics with things, hopefully, that you have in your home. It's really important today. We're not just colouring in, we're not painting. We're actually making mosaics by laying down things to make a pattern that shows either just a simple pattern or to show a picture. So myself and Miss Gibson have been having a go. Let's have a look at Miss Gibson's. She made some absolutely fantastic ones here. As you can see, so she's gone for things like bits of card that she's found in her house that she's chopped up and stuck down. So you can see that she's got a lovely picture of a bunny rabbit and a swirly pattern. So if you've got any bits of card at home, you could cut them up and create a mosaic pattern. If you look at the bunny rabbit on the left, you will see not the entire thing is stuck down with tiles. There's a big blank space behind, which is the night sky. So you don't have to cover the entire thing in these tiles. You can leave a gap around them, but you see the whole picture is made up of those cut bits of card. The one in the middle obviously is a swirling pattern. So she's cut up lots of bits of cards there in different sizes, positioned them on the piece of paper and stuck them down. And the one on the right has used tin foil, bits of card, and I'm not quite sure what the red is. That could be bits of card as well. And then she's created a helmet using those everyday objects. Again, as you can see there, she's kind of stuck them down as a lovely picture and a pattern. Not the whole thing is covered. There's some blank bits there with some big colourful bits as well. Okay, so there's a couple of options there from Miss Gibson that you could do with your mosaic today. I took a slightly different approach. So you can see here on mine, the one on the left, I have used all the socks out of my sock drawer, and I've laid them down to create a dragon shape. So probably not technically exactly what a mosaic is, but what I have done there is lay down things to create an image. I've not drawn it, I've not painted it or coloured it. I've used everyday objects that I've got lying around to create my image from. The one on the right, I've made a rainbow, so I took all of my son's cars out of the drawer, I rearranged them into the right colours, and I spread them out. I got a bit stuck when it got to indigo, but you can see it's roughly the rainbow going across there from left to right. So again, with this option, you could just find the objects you've got at home, your socks, your cars, your other toys. Maybe go and get some things from the woods if you're going out on a walk, maybe things from your kitchen. Be really creative. What could you lay down and take a picture of to make a mosaic? So, a reminder of what you need to do today. I don't want to see any mosaics that are drawn or coloured in with felt tip pens or even painted, because they're not mosaics, they are pictures and painting. I want to see today mosaics made by taking something to represent a tile. That could either be bits of card, it could be newspaper, it could be cut up bits of magazines, and then lay them down to create a picture or to create a pattern. Or again, you could use all the everyday objects you've got laying around at home. You could lay those out into a pattern or a picture like I did with the cars and the socks. I'd love you to be creative today. Don't just quickly go and grab your socks and make a dragon like I've done. Be a bit more interesting in what you're doing. You know, maybe create a couple of them. You could create some really beautiful ones like Miss Gibson's done here, or some slightly more dare I say it, not quite so neat ones that I have made. But I want you to be really creative in creating your mosaics. So a final reminder, to make your mosaic, you must get objects that you lay down or stick down on something to create a pattern or a picture. Please do not just print something out, colour it in or paint it. find things you can lay down to actually make your pictures. I'm looking forward to seeing some photos of what you're doing, so send them back again. We can have a lovely look at all the wonderful artwork you've done today.